Podnut Media.
Greetings, one and all. It's time for another episode of the Q Podcast. Thanks for checking it out today, popping us into your podcast app of choice. And I hope to God that your podcast app of choice is Nutcast.
Cool Podcast.
Got to keep plugging that thing over and over again because you got to get the numbers up. Get more people on there. Nutcast. Check it out. It's a cool app for listening to podcasts, and it's where you're going to find us. I guess if you're a listener, you've already got it. Anyway, I hope this is going to be a cool, fun episode. We'll see. We never really know until we get there. We really don't know until we get there. So let's get there, get in, and just do the show. Get it over with. It's a cool podcast. That's right. It's time for the cool podcast, baby.
The Cool Podcast.
And looks like my version of Windows 10 will soon reach its end of service. Oh no! What does that mean? I've never heard of that in my life. Restart to install the newer version. All right. So we're gonna get a new version of Windows up in here. We'll do that later. Thanks for Windows for keeping us up to date. We're trying to stay up to date in all the different matters that we have come across. As you know, I'm trying to plug Nutcast more and more, trying to get people on the app. I'm getting hounded day and night, phone calls, emails, tweets. And you know, I do love Podnut Media. They've done so much for me, but
Podnut Media.
it's starting to get tough. They really expect a lot. They expect the highest of podcasting that you can ever do. And of course, the person they got me paired up with, she's fine. She's great. She's one of these Zoomers on social media and always trying to get into the Slack chat and chat me up and try to make suggestions. So, of course, one of the things they're wanting me to get more creators onto Nutcast.
Podnut Media.
And get more guests. You know, I'm trying to get guests on the show, and then I'm also having to pitch them to get on Nutcast. So it's kind of an awkward position, but I'm trying to figure out how to get some guests in here, mainly to make the show better. And it's also a little weird having being behind the paywall, having guests on, wanting people to join the app, join up, and pay some money to see all these great interviews. And by the time they're listening to it on the free feed, we don't even know what the world's going to be like. It may have been the apocalypse by then. However many months from now. Oh yeah, it's the 50th episode. I forgot to mention that. It's been about a year since we started, and man, we've come a long way.
Father on the Banco.
But we're back to do another episode. Let's forget about that, except we're going to, real quick, we're going to try to figure out how to get some guests on the show. This is sort of an intro segment. This is not part of any official segment. We used to do this when the show started. We just go into some of these articles about how to do better at podcasting, and that's what we want to do. Are you looking to attract podcast guests to your brand new show? We're not brand new, but we might as well be. No one's ever heard of us. But not sure how to nab those first few interviews? I have no idea. We did have some guests on for one episode. That was pretty cool. Nice of them to be on. We'll probably release that for free at some point, just to get some listens up in here. Anyway, I'm starting to complain about these things, but I need to look at the positive ways and to do the podcast. Not sure how to nab those first few interviews. In this post, I'll share some tactics to attract great guests to your show, even if you haven't published your first episode. We have done that. Okay, the give and take of an interview makes for interesting listening. That's something I got to learn about big time. It takes a lot of pressure off of you. If you're asking open-ended questions, your guest will be doing most of the speaking. You can learn a lot by having guests on. We want the guests to talk. I don't want to do any more talking. I'm done. Build your initial guest list from friends and connections. We already did that. We've exhausted all connections from various guests that we've had on, like Kreb, Paradox, kind of the main two guests. In addition to that other guy, we don't talk to him anymore. And of course, we had guests on a month or so ago. They were cool. We need people of that caliber, and even bigger than that too. Leverage people you have or are about to interview. Leverage people you have or are about to interview. They've kind of broken that up in a weird way. It's kind of hard to read there. People love to be associated with famous or influential people because it helps them look more important, I'll say. I definitely like to be around influential people. That's why I want to stay on the network. A lot of great podcasting influencers out there. Some of your friends are, if some of your friends or their connections are well known, you can send an email to a desired guest listing the famous people who have been in your podcast. I could do that. I could actually do that, which is kind of crazy to think about. And that's going to be the great thing. We start having more guests on. It'll just be all guests. We won't do any more segments. But we will. In fact, we're going to have guests on, and they're going to help us do the segments. Because I'm a terrible interviewer. I gotta stop being so negative, but I'm not an experienced interviewer, let's say. So doing segments would be cool with some guests. Just spitballing some ideas here. Okay? Is that okay to do? It's my show. I'll do whatever I want. Let's see. Attend industry events. Can't do that. Find authors of upcoming books on Amazon. Okay, this we could do. Find authors of upcoming books. Do an Amazon search on a topic you want to cover on your podcast, like workplace stress. And change the search from relevance to publication date. Although now, not all the top results will be relevant. You'll be able to find people who are interested in getting in front of the mic. Okay? Like Eric Langshire, who wrote the book Start Here, Master the Lifelong Habit of Well-Being. Sounds interesting. Search iTunes for related podcasts. We could also do that. Scour blogs in your industry. Some guests have been featured on Copy Blogger, Social Media Examiner, or Moz. Interesting. Moz. Try and make a connection or get noticed by them online. That's what you want to do. And of course it says here, pro tip, don't be creepy. Don't be creepy.
Oh no, I'm about to crap myself.
Don't be creepy, people. Get into the replies and bug the crap out of them. They'll go, man, this guy's hilarious. He's all up in my replies on Twitter. I'll go on his stupid podcasts. Now this one we got to do. Use a podcast guest service. It's a matchmaking service where they connect podcasters with potential guests. It's like a dating app, except for finding a guest. I haven't used any of these services, but occasionally they send me emails. These podcasting guest services are sending me. And how many great guests they have on. Let's check out podcastguests.com and see what's in the directory. Podcast guest directory. And wouldn't you know, the first result here, if you can guess the top 3 podcast guests on podcastguests.com, you'll win a big prize. But I'll go ahead and let me know if you got this right. Just go ahead and write them down, what you think. I'll give you a minute here. All right. Number 1 of the podcast guest. I wish I had my music here. Andrew Alemann. Is he from Germany? Andrew Alemann. He's a podcasting expert. He's the creator of podcastguests.com. So, of course, he's going to be on his own website. Now, the second guy, you'll remember this guy. This really should be the podcast roundup, but this is a soft podcast roundup. Just a little preamble, shaking things up a little bit. We'll get into the segments. Don't worry. Second guy, you know this guy, you love him, Josh Elledge from the hacking. He had a podcast where he was being hacked or something. Turn entrepreneurs into influencers, thought leaders, and authority experts. At Up My Influence, we want to democratize your access to influence. Dang, that's what I need, some influence. What if I had that guy on the show? That would be crazy. Then, of course, rounding out the top three, number 3, last but not least, in any way, shape, or form, you know her, you love her. Of course, I'm talking about Stacey Higginbotham. She's an expert on technology, specifically the Internet of Things. Former senior editor at Fortune, current entrepreneur. We love these entrepreneurs here on the podcast. She also blogs about chips, broadband, and the Internet of Things. Stacey Higginbotham. All right. She's writing articles about how particles make cellular connectivity easier and cheaper with a few tweaks. So that's great stuff to know. Let's get into our segment. Okay. It's time for segments. We actually have a new one coming up, but we're going to go to an old one first. Just to confuse you and keep you on your toes in this episode. Maybe this episode can be keeping on my toes. All right, check this out. We love this segment. It's one of our favorite ones. Here we go. It's the contest corner, yeah. Whoa, yes. Contest corner. Let's get into it right now. No delay. This is fun. This is a fun video. It's a Judge Judy contest. Judge Judy, what does Judge Judy message mean to you, contest winner? And the account on YouTube is called Law Presenter. You be the judge winner. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the person who won the contest gets to be the judge. She's the contest winner. Let's check it out, see what she has to say about winning the Judge Judy contest.
Gary Rosen, and I'm here with Michelle Ward, one of our winners of our recent Facebook contest. What does Judge Judy's message mean to you? And Michelle,
Judge
you entered.
Judy.
You're from Brooklyn.
I am.
And you entered in the
She's
video
from
category,
Brooklyn.
and you won.
And I won, and I'm
Congratulations.
here. Thank you.
So tell us how it came about. Why did you want to enter, and what was your video about?
Well, I've been watching Judge Judy pretty religiously for, I think, about 10 years now. And at the end of the episodes, for a while, I kept seeing the message, enter for a chance to win Judge Judy, go to our Facebook page for details. So it took me a while for the message to sink in, and I relied on my songwriting skills and my ukulele playing and wrote a song about my message from Judge Judy.
Let's hear it.
Entered that, crossed my fingers that I would hear when I was supposed to be notified that I won, and I did, and now I'm here.
And what was the message?
Wow.
There's so many messages. The song is really about all the different Judge Judy-isms that have really stuck with me. So, put on your listening ears, and if you come to court, don't wear shorts. And if, you want to spill your personal backstories, go to Dr. Phil. But really, overall, I think that those messages add up to just a very strong, powerful woman who's not afraid to say what needs to be said, but still be very fair. So she's tough, but she's fair.
She's tough but fair, Judge Judy. She's not afraid to say it, tell it like it is, and insult people. But she's fine, I guess. Michelle Ward, let's see, Judge Judy. I didn't watch the video. Let's see, contest song. Gotta hear this song now. It's got ukulele. So I gotta hear this thing, the big winner. Let's see, it's my entry into Judge Judy's contest, written and performed by me, Michelle Ward, on YouTube, of course. When was this posted here? I don't know. Okay.
Funko.
In front of the court, you better not wear shorts. If dramatic details you want to spill, then go on Dr. Phil. That written statements won't be read, and pit bulls can make you dead. To not play house unless you're married folk, and to cut to commercial joke. Don't say you know what others know, unless you're prepared to do a convincible mind-reading show. My message from Judge Judy is you could be
Judge
no
Judy.
nonsense and smart. Tough, though with a heart. She really makes my day. And that is not hearsay. Judge Judy.
No, we gotta cheer. No. Wait, it's playing again. No. I keep accidentally pressing the boo button for the boo, but we don't want that. We want cheer, because that was good. She won the Judge Judy contest for doing that song. That's cool. And that's all we need to hear about that. We need to hear some more about contests. Here's another contest winner.
Hello. Hi. This is Pat Blaylock with Najma Rona, Chapter 513. I want to thank everybody for supporting me during the Queen of Sheba contest. And as you can see, I own the crown. Thank you all so much for your support. I love it. So now we're going to do the drawing for the two items that
was
I
another
have
contest.
presented for you guys. So one is the Power XL air fryer, and the other one is the coffee maker. It's 2-in-1 coffee maker. So we spun the wheel, and our grand prize winners. So Miss Monica, I'm gonna switch this around right quick. Miss Monica, my worthy matron, thank you. She did all the spinning for us. Thank you so much. And then, so our grand prize winners are as follows. The first prize goes to Miss Julia Story. Miss Julia, congratulations.
Congrats.
She actually belongs to my church in Smithfield, New Generation. And the second winner, congratulations, Leon. He's a part of the dance class that I'm in. So thank you all for your support.
Class.
Lastly, I want to say thank you all again for your support. This goes for my sister Deborah Jean Daniels, who died of lung cancer in 2011. So that's what I was raising money for, which goes to the Lung Cancer Association in her name. So again, thank you all so much for your support, and everyone again that bought raffle tickets from me. May God bless you all. Thank you and have a good night.
Man, it was a contest within a contest. That's a new one. I thought she was just the contest winner. But she was raising money, so that's good. Aww. Can't laugh at that. This one's interesting. The race show. This is a contest winner.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel.
What's up, everyone?
I'm going to be choosing the person that won the Aeromotive A1000 brushless pump contest.
Whoa, the pump
basically,
contest.
you just had to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you know, we were going to choose a name today. So it took pretty much all day to enter these names because I couldn't figure out how to export everyone out of YouTube. So I had to type everybody's name.
This is a classic rookie mistake of contest people. They go in. You got to use the comment picker. It picks the comments for you. Come on, people. All right, get with the program. So now, like a rookie, he's tapping them his keys and typing them all in.
Out. So it took me a while, but anyway, I'm ready to pick the name. So here we go.
Here we go. Here's all the names. Whoa, so many names. Here's the winner.
So there's your winner. One Badass 67.
Woohoo!
You're the winner, bud.
Congrats.
I'm going to be putting my contact information below, so you can get a hold of me and let me know where to ship your stuff later.
That's the winner. Badass 67. The race show. Some kind of racing automotive gear. All right. We're not ready to end the segment yet, but I found some interesting people. So much interesting contest stuff. So much stuff. I was up checking out the Save Win Club. Remember them? I'm Baxter Lee. We all know them. The Save Win Club, you get your membership and you win money, and it's some kind of crazy weird pyramid scheme. We don't know how it works, but people win money. So anyways, just checking out the Save Win Club posts on Twitter. Another fun one. Phone rings. I gotta call this number. I think this is Baxter Lee's phone number. This number is calling. What do you do? Send a voicemail or definitely answer? Now this has got to be Baxter Lee's calling you with this number. We should do a prank call on this guy. What if we did that? It would be crazy. Some people do that and have good results. Might be illegal though if I do it, because there's all kinds of laws about it. Anyway, people are responding. Diana says, I answer it and quickly say you might need to call this other number because my old personal cell phone isn't working correctly. Oh no. I gotta update that cell phone. Emily says, I will answer because I recognize that Nashville area code, baby. Need more memberships. Can't talk right now, though. Thank you for the free one I got, Baxter. Great answer, is what he says. Call me. I'd answer it before it even rang all the way one time, LOL. If you got a call from Baxter, that's the one that you're getting a lot of money. I'd answer and greet you by name. Says Pink Dante Live, Twitch streamer, an affiliate. Interesting. How are people finding out about Save Win Club is what I want to know. And some people have his number saved. They have it saved in their contacts. I saved it. Like a Texas Gamer Chick is one of them that saved their number. So I was checking out some Texas Gamer Chick. Whoop whoop. She got a bunch of stuff in her profile. Texas Gamer Chick, 28,000 followers. All right, and Texas Gamer Chick has got does a lot of giveaways and contests via Twitter. So the latest one, the pinned tweet here, Texas Gamer Chick, 2 for you and 1 for a friend. $300 up for grabs, $200 for you and $100 for your friend. What to do? Tag the legend, BT Kissinger, and he's profiles about being a veteran, putting God first. Also has 20,000 followers somehow. It says thank the legend, BT Kissinger, veteran. Tag one person, only one. Retweet and follow us both. Texas fam drawn on stream. Do not have to be present to win. I gotta check out this stream. Texas Gamer Chick. Oh, she's on Twitch. Live drawing. $20. So all she does is just post. It's kind of interesting profile pic. Check out Texas Gamer Chick. All she does is post giveaways and go follow this person who's part of the fam, and you'll get some money. And then she's retweeting all these other people who are doing giveaways. $200 giveaway from someone called Roca Market. We host daily contests. 90,000 followers. Retweet this tweet, follow Flurft, and turn on notifs to enter. Ends in 140 hours. Good luck. And this one, I'm just going down the giveaway rabbit hole here. Flur, FT, says, I'm a giveaway influencer. I'm Flur. I'm a giveaway influencer. And they also have a Twitch. Man, I gotta see the giveaway. These giveaway Twitches. Oh, Texas Gamer Chick is live. Playing some video games. We want to win some money. Not much going on here, but running around playing this video game. Shooting guns and stuff. I hate these games where you have to shoot guns. Why do you have to do that? It's weird. It's crazy stuff that people like that. Where's the giveaway? It's Call of Duty. Okay, they're probably going to say a gamer word, so. But Fleur is also an influencer. So I guess they're just Twitch streamers, but they also do giveaways on Twitter and stuff. Anyway, I love this weird giveaway stuff. Now let's get into let's get out of this and let's get into our next one. We're going to really get this one going. This is a fun one. This was suggested by one of our patrons, and man, I gotta load up the sound. I forgot to do this, so bear with me. This is gonna eat up some valuable time going into the segment, and we might have to bump the next segment too. Oh no! Crap. Where do I put these sounds? Anyway, this is a cool segment that's been suggested by, here it is, one of our patrons, because I put forth, please someone give me an idea for some more segments. I'm getting bored of these other ones. I've got a list of one, but someone came forward, Nemiko had a great idea for a segment, so we're going to get that one going right now. It's Quora in the Court. It's Quora in the Court. Quora. Oh, great. I can't even pronounce the name. Quora. It's a website where you ask questions. Quora. Okay. So I've went in and I've followed lots of people. Followed lots of different pages and people ask questions. It's kind of weird. I didn't realize how complex it was in this website. It's kind of like being on Facebook. You go in and they have different spaces. So one that was suggested here that we're going to read through, Philosophy of Life, and see if we can answer some of these questions. A lot of these have answers. Some of them don't. Some of the answers are funny. Some questions are funny. Some of them aren't funny. And I've got some... I think I found some that are pretty good, but we'll see what are those. What is the latest ones? The latest one here is not very good, about someone being depressed, so that's not good nor funny. No one laugh at that. How about this one? Why does being normal scare me? So we can answer that. Why does being normal scare me? Well, people hate being normies these days. It's a big thing on the internet. If you're a normie, people hate you and they think everything you do is stupid. And, you know, it's important to question what is normal, what is not normal. As long as you don't think that you're normal, even if you do normal stuff, or maybe you're a blend of, you know, maybe you have some normal tendencies and maybe you have some weird tendencies all mixed up together, and you don't even worry about it. But we've got an answer. This is terrible. Paul Shoden is an inventor. I already don't like this guy. We're gonna find some interesting people on here, I think, because being normal is to be mediocre. Being normal is to barely try. Being normal is to think like everybody else. Being normal is to pass the time until you die. It should scare you. Is he trying to write a poem there or something? Being normal is to barely try. Being normal is to think like everybody else. Being normal is to pass the time until you die. Maybe that's a lyric or something. But then we've got a better answer. If you look closely, no one is truly normal. Everyone is different, and you can't possibly put someone in one category. Serendipity Chan. And they go on to say some other stuff. So that's probably a better response than what Paul says. I'm going to downvote that because I don't like that. He stinks. Paul Shoden. Some of his questions is is it my imagination or are way too many people using the term toxic and narcissist lately? This is not a good question because I don't know, it's your imagination. Sure, yes, people are using the term. What kind of what answers are they looking to get here? And a lot of times people will ask yes or no questions too, and that's not a good. That's what we're learning, especially about if we want to get guests. We got to ask open-ended questions. This is more from Paul. Why are there many people on Quora who have no profile? Are they bots, scammers, false accounts? Does anybody know? No, I don't know. Sorry. Okay, tired of this guy. I downvoted him. I have the power to do so.
Father on the Banco.
Let's see. More philosophy of life. What's a good question? Is Socrates the real father of Stoicism? Let's see. My response to that would be wikipedia.com. Check that out. Maybe that can give you an answer. And what is this? This is a video. We love videos. Is it right for a pastor to act like she or he is dying so they can get more money, so they can be resurrected? Short answer to that is no. This looks weird. This is I remember this guy's name. This is pretty weird. She's laying down on the ground. She's dead. Pastor dies and can only be resurrected when only given enough money. Oh, crap. Oh, whatever. It's just a stunt. One of these church stunts. Nothing that these churches do is right anyway, so who cares? Not in the mood for these questions. Let's get a different question. Some more philosophies of life. This is interesting. What are your reflections or thoughts of the quote, accuracy builds credibility? Accuracy builds credibility. My thought on that would be, sounds like something to do with fake news. Something to do with the media and the news. If the media and the news is accurate, then people will think it's credible. Or I guess maybe at your job or something, if you need to be accurate and you're accurate more and more on stuff that you do, then people will think, hey, this guy's good at what he does. But it sounds like the accuracy, credibility, this sounds like something about the media or something. That's just what I'm getting from that. So I hope that answers your question. Are celebrities just sellouts? Selling what the big boys push and pay the money-thirsty celebs changing what's right and wrong? Okay, let me read that again. Are celebrities just sellouts? Selling what the big boys push and pay the money-thirsty celebs changing what's right and wrong? Man, that's a good question. Are celebrities just sellouts? Selling what the big boys... If I read it enough times, I'll understand it. Selling what the big boys push and pay the money-thirsty celebs changing what's right and wrong. Are the celebs... Okay, this is not going to make sense. Not going to matter how many times I read this. Not going to make any sense to me. Let's see. I also was getting into branding. Branding and marketing. I've been joining all kinds of these clubs. And I've got one more too after this that I think is good. Finally, a good question, but this one's kind of good too. This is in marketing. If you were a brand, which one would you be? Whoa.
That is crazy. Oh.
That is blowing my mind. Which brand would we be? We've had dealt with so many brands on the show. Of course, I guess I would have to say I would have to be Pod Nut Media.
Pod Nut Media.
But if we're talking about like food or something you'd buy at the store, I guess, maybe like a coffee, probably maybe iced coffee. Someone who does iced coffee or a seltzer water, so drink a lot of that. Oh, you know what I'd be? I'd be these, what are they called? These little Gatorade mix powdery things that you can drink. So that's the brand that I would be, is Gatorade mix thingy majig. I can't remember the name now. That's unfortunate. Anyway, okay, that was a bomb bust, a huge bust. Unless people liked it, then it was great. Now this question, this is hypothetical scenarios. And a lot of people are into these. This one I thought was cool because this is something I actually think about. You think is like the most mind-blowing thing you've ever thought of. Blowing my mind. You are teleported 2,000 years back, landing exactly where you are right now. What do you do? What? So think about that. Snap your fingers exactly where you're sitting. I'm sitting in my chair, looking at my computer. And then I snap my fingers and it's 2,000 years ago and I'm still in the same spot. What do I do? Oh, I'm like, oh crap, where am I? I'm in the woods probably. I don't know. I mean, if you're in the United States, forget about it. There's nothing around. There's maybe a few Native American tribes, the ancient Native Americans somewhere. I don't really even know history far back. American history of those days. Maybe I should learn some more of that and come back to it. Well, there's probably a good chance you'd be just in the woods. But if you were in, let's say, well, even if you were in Europe, you would probably also be in the woods. But you might be in a town or in some ancient Rome, ancient Greece, and ancient places. Maybe you would see some interesting stuff. Ancient Egypt would be kind of cool. So I'd like to go, if I was in one of those places, I'd probably just kind of go look at stuff and just observe the world around me. But I have had that hypothetical thought of, what if I could just tap into the collective consciousness of everyone who's ever lived and know what it was like where I was, whenever time period that I felt like being in. So I could see like, oh, my house used to be, on a big mountain and I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there's no roads now. It's just a big grassy knoll or something. Okay. Is that making any sense to anybody? It's not making any sense to me. I'm losing it. Doing these late night recordings. It's making me crazy. But we hope people enjoy this show. Some interesting responses though here. Michael Cataldo says, I'd probably do pretty well. I have a heavily forested area less than 200 yards from my current home. There are freshwater lakes and streams that have been here since the glaciers scoured this area probably 10,000 years ago. I'd probably be lonely, but I have had several military survival schools. Most of them had less game and freshwater than this area. My odds for survival would go up 1,000% if the contents of my desk went with me, since I have a pistol, knife, protein bars, and a box of liquid IV packets. Might help with the initial trots until I get used to the water if I can't boil it in my desk drawers. Why is he trying to boil water in his desk drawers? Anyway, I don't think that's part of the hypothetical scenario that stuff is going with you, but certainly if I was to go back, I'd love to have a computer. I'd love to somehow be connected to the web, have my iPhone taking pictures, and then going back to the future and showing everybody all these cool pictures. And then someone else says, Cam says die. is what they would do. Die. I'm currently -6 AGL. So whether a slow death trying to breathe dirt or a quick death as my body and the ground attempt to simultaneously occupy the same space. Not sure what that stands for. AGL. I guess it means they're under the ground somewhere. Alright, let's get to the last segment, I guess. Don't have a lot of time. Now what the hell? What the hell? Why not? We'll talk about it. This is one of those that kind of is good to go at the end. People can skip forward. I just assume everyone hates the show now. But they love it. They're loving this, and they're loving this segment. If I can figure out what song we do for that, then I'll play it. And I think it's one of these songs. Here it is. It's the dream scene. Okay, we don't have much time on the dream scene, so I probably should have just ended the show. Oh crap, what are we gonna do? If you're trying to remember your dreams, oh man, I gotta blaze through this one very fast. Okay, let me talk about a dream I had. Okay, I had a crazy dream. I was going on a road trip to Nebraska with some old college buddies. We were all getting in a very old car that had like velvet interior and one of those like 70s cars. Very old car. We were supposed to drive to Nebraska, which is pretty far from where I am, on a road trip for some reason. So we were running around trying to pack up everything. I was very concerned about going on this road trip. And then we kept going. We ended up going up into the mountains in this little small town, and all of a sudden the dream changed over into like a 70s B movie, and it was all grainy 70s style footage, and I was walking around this little hillbilly town with the people I was with and people that they knew, and these old houses and stuff. And then there was this crazy troll, looked like someone in a big giant costume. It's like, oh no, the troll's here, and he was like running around like, bah! And there were all these weird snakes that were like following him, and then someone got bit by the snake, and they were like, ah! And then we had to kill the troll and like smash his head into a TV, and he exploded. And that was that dream. So anyway, if you want to remember your dreams, here's 6 steps to help you remember your dreams. We gotta end this show. I shouldn't have done this segment. First, go to bed according to your chronotype and be consistent with your timing. Alright, everyone knows their chronotype, so just be consistent, go to bed according to that. Use the power down hour. Give yourself 20 minutes for meditation or relaxation in the dark while falling asleep. Then you can get the hypnagogic dreaming in. So everyone just chill out before you go to bed. When you wake up, don't jump out of bed. Take it slow. Even drift in and out a little bit. Try to remember what you're dreaming. Okay, if you want to remember your dreams, this is a good one. Another trick is to drink 3 big glasses of water before bed. This will prompt you to urinate several times throughout the evening. You're gonna have to piss. Most of the time, your body will wake you up to urinate just after REM cycle, when you are most likely to remember your dreams. Well, don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna have to piss, and then you're gonna have all these dreams about how you're pissing everywhere. I hate when that happens. You'll have the dream about the big waterfall. You ever had that happen? I gotta pee, and there's this big waterfall. You have dreams about going to the bathroom. I hate that. I hate when that happens, but it does wake you up. And actually, that's a good trick if you've been drinking a lot. If you're drunk, drink lots and lots of water. Keeps you hydrated and makes you wake up to go pee, and then you can drink more water.
Funko.
So this is my drinking tips. Alright, that's enough. That's enough of this. Maybe we'll have a guest on next time. Maybe we won't. Maybe this is it. It's the 50th episode. We'll see you next time. We'll be seeing ya next time. So thanks for listening.
Oh no, I'm about to crap myself.
We had some fun. It was cool. Thanks for checking it out.
The Cool Podcast.
All right. Thanks for checking us out. It was a lot of fun. We'll be seeing you next time on the Cool freaking podcast. Woo!
Father on the Banco.
Podnut Media.
One badass 67.